Class. So today we will going to test one of the another acidic radical, that is called iodide test. Last lecture, the last practical lecture was contained the test of nitrite. So we are going to one by one to test the one of the another acidic radical, and then we'll go into the basic radical test. So today I am going to explain test of iodide. For that we require a salt containing iodide. For that I am taking here a potassium iodide. For preliminary test we require a sulfuric acid concentrate. We have a concentrate sulfuric acid. For confirmatory test, that is really very important for the test of iodide, we require a dilute HNO3 nitric acid and silver nitrate solution. You can see. So there is only one confirmatory test in the case of the radical test, which is used for a concentrated sulfuric acid. So I am taking here a concentrated sulfuric acid and a nitric acid, two different acids for a confirmatory tests. So let us start, and before starting I want to show the salt of iodide. The salt of iodide can be taken as a dry heating test also. That will give a same result as with the concentrated sulfuric acid. So first we will try to show a dry heating, then we will show you the test of iodide with a sulfuric acid. First dry test tube must be taken with the, you can see there is a stirring sound, and there is a violet vapor coming out slowly from the test tube. Violet vapor coming out slowly. This is called dry test. If you want to dense the same vapor, you have to add a concentrated sulfuric acid. That will give you a better result than a dry test. That will give you a better result. For precaution, the test tube must be away from your body, and see the test. That is a better result than a dry test. Instantly, as we added a sulfuric acid, there is a bulk of brown violet vapor coming out. The vapor was a vapor of iodide. You can see, and one more time. The vapor of iodide, actually that is a poisonous vapor. So you have to be away from the vapor. Yeah, this is harmful for the body and skin and eyes also. There is irritation, instantly irritations. So you can see a beautiful vapor of iodine. That is indicating a presence of iodide radical in the salt. That can be done by a dry test heating, or you can test with the sulfuric acid. After washing the test tube, we will prepare for a confirmatory test. So let's wash first thing. Let's wash the test tube clearly. Test tubes must be cleaned before any experiment, because the traces of the other materials which is present actually slow the process of reactions and also hinder the different process of the chemical reaction. So ready for the confirmatory. For confirmatory, you have to take a aqueous solution of the salt. So again I am taking a pinch of salt in a test tube, and there will be an aqueous solution of the salt. For that we are adding a water. Shake well the content for a solution. Okay, there is a clear solution of iodide salt. You have to boil the content by just adding a nitric acid, 2 or 3 drops. A small drops of nitric acid we have to be add in the content aqueous solution, and we have to boil the content. During boil there is a puffing and bulging of this content solution. So there must be a not constant boiling of the solution. You have to be very careful during the experiment. the mouth of test tube must be the opposite direction of the body. So the content cannot be bulging out on your body. Precaution is very necessary during a chemistry test. In physics and biology this is not required much more, but in chemistry this is very important, the precaution, because the content can be bulging out, so there will not be a constant boiling. You can remove a test tube time to time from the burner, so content can be easily controlled. You can see there is a boiling of the content. Then after boiling, the content must be cooled out before adding a silver nitrate solution. So I am just taking for a few moments the content that will be cooled out and wait for the cooling. Then we'll add, there is another precaution. Before addition of nitric acid, the content must be cooled. So for that I am waiting for the cooling. Then we'll add nitric acid and we'll see observation what will be there. Moments. One acidic radical and one basic radical together will be called a salt analysis. That will have 4 marks of each. So first we are going to complete a acid radical test one by one. Then we'll enter in the basic radical test. That will be together. You have to be write on your lab manuals. So before going for lab manual, first try to be write in a separate rough copy all the content. I will be corrected there. After correction, will inform you how to write in the lab manual. Then we'll write in the lab manual only. So don't try to touch lab manual before what I instructed. So touch the content. Okay. Like cooling. Without cooling you cannot be add the nitric acid. Okay, like the content is cooled. Now we have to be add 1 drop or 2 drop only. A small amount of nitric acid, silver nitrate required amount. So I am taking only some small amount. You can see there is a precipitation occur. You can see the precipitation. The white, the yellowish precipitations occur. Just you can check the content. There will be a complete precipitation. This is called a lead iodide precipitate formed. Lead iodide precipitate. Class, in the preliminary test, when we added the sulfuric acid, there was the vapor of iodide. There was the vapor of iodide, means iodine vapors coming out with a violet color, a beautiful violet color. And in confirmatory, when we having an aqueous solution boiled with a nitric acid, after addition of silver nitrate solution, there is a formation of that lead, silver iodide, the yellowish precipitate, silver iodide. The silver iodide having the precipitation. See this observation. This confirms the presence of iodide in the salt. So there will be one preliminary and one confirmatory with the iodide test. We'll meet you with a new practical in the next lecture. Okay? Bye.